spicy juices and snacks. Ladies, good afternoon and welcome to the show.
Good afternoon.
I'd like to mention that we'll also have Sam Kobi Hagan, business and financial coach, join us via Zoom shortly, and we'll be engaging him as well. But Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
And congratulations, should I say, on a successful 2025? Would you call it that? Was 2025 successful for you both?
Yes.
You'd say so? How can a business person confidently say that they've had a good year?
It takes planning, strategic planning. Not too big. Don't make it look like something. Let it be as simple as possible. Strategic planning. For me, it works for me anytime.
Okay. Let's go to Zoom now. Let's go on Zoom and talk to Sam Kobi Hagan, business and financial coach. Kobi, Happy New Year to you.
Hi, Godwin. Many happy returns. I believe I'm audible.
Yes, very audible. We can hear you loud and clear. We can see you as well. Looking good.
Thank you.
So let's get into this conversation, okay? First of all, why do most Ghanaian entrepreneurs seem to fall out when the year begins? When they make plans like at the beginning of the year, some few months after, you see them fading out. Why do this happen? What are some of the common mistakes they make?
All right. So when it comes to many businesses failing after setting their goals and after kicking off with energetic plans, I think I will postulate that to a lot of mistakes they make in their goal setting, and also the fact that they don't really set realistic goals. You know, I like it when the theme for this discussion is how businesses can set realistic goals. I like the word realistic. I think many a times they fall on the way because the goals are not realistic enough, and then the goals they also set are not smart. And I believe throughout the conversation, we will be dealing with what I mean by smart goals and then goals that are not realistic. Thank you.
I think we should get into it right away, Kobi. What does setting realistic goals look like, especially in 2026?
Right. So I jotted down some things you can, some step by step you can use to set realistic goals. And I placed at the first step auditing and then reflecting on your performance. Many a times before we start the year, and then as businesses, before we set realistic goals, we have to make sure we reflect on a previous experience. You cannot plan where to go without knowing where you are now. So businesses are supposed to know where they are, know what their performance has been, and then also know where the future lies. You have to know where you are seeing, what you are seeing in the years to come. That will guide you on setting realistic goals in the current year. The next thing to look at is conducting a SWOT analysis to know the strength, the weakness, the opportunities and the threats of your business. This helps you to know the current stature, the position of your business. And if you are able to be real with yourself and conduct a real SWOT analysis, you come to a position where you understand that your business is ready for certain things, and then it's also not ready for certain things. All right. The third thing is to put down your GOSPA plan. Your GOSPA plan. The GOSPA is an acronym. Okay. That is GOSPA. The GOSPA is an acronym that is the GOSPA, and the G stands for goals, the O stands for objectives, the S stands for strategy, the P stands for priorities, and the A stands for activities. So you need to put down your goals. We all know what goals are. Goals are pertaining to your vision, what you intend to plan, or what you intend to achieve in the particular year. Those are your goals. And then the next letter, that is O, is your objectives. When you break down the goals into smaller actionable points you want to achieve in the particular year, they are called objectives. And then the S stands for strategy. Talks about how you want to achieve this strategy how you want to achieve these goals, the strategy you want to use to achieve these goals, and then the P has to do with priorities. What are the priorities you are looking at? What are some of the things you want to focus on in order for you to achieve the goal? And then the A stands for activity. So you have to put together your goals, your objectives, your strategy, your plan, or your priorities, and then your activities. And after putting down your gospel, then the next thing is to make sure that your gospel is smart. For your gospel to be smart, you have to make sure your goal is smart, your objectives are smart, your strategy is smart, your priority is smart, and your activity is smart. And what I mean by smart is, I think the acronym SMART that we all know, the goal must be specific. The goal must be measurable. The goal must be attainable, must be relevant, and then it must be timely. So putting down these things will help you achieve a realistic, or put down a realistic business goal. The last one is to define your North Star for 2026. Defining your North Star for 2026. And what I term the North Star is that every business has something they want to achieve in a particular year, but as the year unfolds, there's one particular thing you want to define as your success, even before the year ends. So you have to define that thing very well, and then make sure you hit the hammer on the head of that thing. You could even achieve it before the end of the year, so that the focus will be on that particular thing. That is what I term as the North Star. So Godwin, these are the 5 keys I have put down on how to set realistic business goals for 2026.
All right, Kobi, we'll come back to you. These are very salient points. It looks like a masterclass. So there's a SWOT, there's a GOSPA, there's the SMART, and then there's the North Star. Very interesting. But Kobi, I want you to also stand by and tell us what happens. It's one thing to write these things